Do I have a mic? I do. Hey, wow, this is amazing. You're all still here. You haven't sneaked out. Have you had a good time? Really? You think we should do it again? Oh, goodness! Well, that helps. That's what public consultation is all about. I don't want to say too much because we're going to go to the finale and there's loads of stuff to fit in the next 10 minutes. I just want to say this has been an amazing event. It's been amazing mixing with so many fantastic, positive, enthusiastic people. So much great stuff has happened. So many great relationships have been built. So much great information has been shared. It's been fantastic. A lot of this has been down to work by two people who as part of a core team. Lots of people in local trust have been involved in this, but particularly Sarah and Alice. For about the last 4 or 5 months, they've been working full time to put this together, because we don't parcel this out to an events company. We don't pay the private sector to do that. We do all this ourselves, and we do it based on a love of Big Local, an engagement with you all, the participation of you all. It's what makes it work. Alice and Sarah are at the heart of it. You give them one round of applause, give them another round of applause, and then I'll hand them the mic, and they'll send you all on your way.
Thanks so much, Matt. Thanks so much to everyone. We're just going to start off with a quick bit of housekeeping. Lost property very quickly. Got a fan? Yours! Can you grab it? Thank you. And a brooch. Anyone missing a brooch? Yes? 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 Great. Success. Thanks so much. We just want to say again, Matt said it already, but massive, massive thank you for a really brilliant 2 days. We've had such a brilliant time. We want to thank all the speakers, all the external contributors who came and gave up their time. We want to thank all the local trust staff. It was a huge, huge team effort. So massive, massive thanks to you all. Massive thanks to all the rep helpers who came along as well and helped. Trustees, the venue who've been absolutely brilliant. We love coming back here. But mainly you guys, Big Local Areas. Without you kind of taking the time out to travel and make the time and be here, this wouldn't happen. So massive thanks. Round of applause. We'd love to get some feedback from you on the 2 days so we can make it better next time. So there's a feedback form in your packs. If you haven't already filled it out, please do take a few minutes to do that. There's a box at reception. And over there, as you leave as well, there'll be Missy L with a box collecting feedback forms. And there's an electronic one as well. So if you miss that, you'll be emailed one very shortly, I think around this time. So check your emails, and you can fill out on the train and send it back electronically as well. So next for me on the agenda is to announce a prize draw. I'd like to bring up Liba and Sharon from Heston West Big Local. So, there you go. All right.
Hi, everyone. Oh,
So,
does it work? Okay.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
Yeah.
Jermaine Folan.
Jimoa.
Jamoa.
Jimoa's still here? He's not here now. Birchfield Big Local. Do you want to collect it for him? There we go. So it's a voucher for 1,000 bulbs to be planted in your community. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you. Brilliant. I'm going to hand over to Sarah now.
Okay. Thank you, Alice. And I just wanted to reiterate what Alice has said. Thank you all for an amazing 2 days. I don't know about you guys, but I'm absolutely knackered. Looking forward to a rest tomorrow, and I hope you are too when we all kind of go back home on our trains and in the cars and get back home. So what I wanted to do now is introduce a group of poets who hopefully you'll recognise. So there's 8 people I just want to welcome on stage now. Hopefully you've recognised them from being in the sessions across the 2 days. So this is a group of people, a cross-country collaborative. So we've got people here from Par Bay in Cornwall and also Kingswood and Hazel Lays in Corby. They're both big local areas and creative civic change areas. And they got together at the start of this year on Zoom, wasn't it? And this is actually the first time they're going to be performing together on stage. So we're really excited about that. So give them a warm welcome. I'll just let you introduce yourself, George.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. So I'm George. I'm part of KHL Big Local and Creative Civic Change. So on my right here I have Frida, and then Sue, Jeff and Jane. And over here is Andy, Lola and Kate. So what we've done is, over the last day and a half, we've gathered some thoughts and ideas, and we've put together some poems, and we're going to read them out. So the first poem that I would like to read is from Sandra Phillips, through chatting with Jane, wrote a short poem, and I'll read that now. And Sandra is from Eltham Pride Big Local. So, welcome to the future. Be thankful for the past. They always said our communities wouldn't last. Big Local's forward thinking made it work. They gave us the foundation that would stop us sinking. So thank you for that. That was from Sandra Phillips. I don't know if you're still here, but...
I'm going to read my poem now. Lockdown morphed us, guided us through a training course, preparing us for climate change, changing our emotions every day, challenging us to the max, or so we thought. We told ourselves this was the worst of times, but we were wrong. Climate change will rip the stitches out of life, causing grief and trauma. But life's too short for that. The smallest act changes the planet's path, and everyone at the Big Local connects, acts together as they grow into a community to save the planet.
Thank you, Frida. Our challenge is real. In our community we trust. The future is uncertain. Today becomes a must. Live for the moment. Yesterday's history. Today is uncertain. Celebrate the wins. Learn from the mistakes. Just keeping on, no matter what it takes. Even when there is no feedback and no one knows you're there, keep reaching out, letting them know that you care. Every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day.
Our instruction: find a photo. See the one you like. Stand by it. Miriam, Stacey, Minnie and I, we chose this picture. A man leaning against a bin. What we were drawn to, the intimacy of love. The smile on him, a gaze demanding, we look, don't turn away. This man's circumstances elicited empathy, yet we united with increased fervour, sharing our common thought in a kind of prayer. We turned to one another and spoke these things. I see hope in his face, said Miriam. We were touched, the reflections brimming. Too many people in my town, said Minnie, are homeless like this. Deep within, a level of humanity calling us, reclaiming the world. One of us talks more, one falls silent, one looks warmly, and one holds hands. My relative lived like this, says Stacey. Here we are from all over the UK. There are many stories to tell. A simple exercise brought us together, building trust. We'll have it all. Hope never dies.
Thank you, too.
It started out a single voice, and then another person joined. The voice became a tuneless choir. We sang a song as if no ear were listening, but everybody heard our harmony. And then we heard a way of making fun make change. We swapped our stories into asset banks and cashed the projects in to make the rules. We discovered that diversity is strength. We signed some puppets up to shout out our message of inclusion from their box. A town with heritage trumped narrative from being negative with 260 silken playing cards. We gathered in the human sheaths by making AGMs that hid themselves in food and fun and saved the raffle to the end so everybody stayed. We had a victory and published it, and neighbours saw it as a mirror that was good and recognised their faces in success. We took recycled victory and turned it into trust that grew capacity. It's bricks. It's built with bricks of empathy and trust. Community's the outcome, not the starting point of change. You need no other light to light a park. Our safest space, just like the time when we were young. Crowdfunded, we joined hands, reclaimed it from the dark.
Thank you, Jeff.
COVID has pushed us to do things we'd never have dreamed of before, but it actually taught us that we can do more. Imagination can shape our communities. Stories can drive social change. Shift away from the me, the I, and look to the community, who are never just residents. Let people take the lead. Let people be the assets. Give them ownership and pride in a world where neighbours become more neighbourly and build a shared identity for one community. Encourage an estate of enablers where individuals don't feel judged, where they are in the lead and the community thrives. Look for the light buried in the blackest of days. Challenge negative perceptions into positives, capture the strong underdog spirit, and embrace the truth of an area. They will come together to tackle the things they don't like, be hard, be powerful, and make change together for good. Your life is waiting for you.
Go introduce yourself. People have a lot more pride. Diversity and innovation go walking hand in hand. People who love build community. Working together, we can make a difference. Thank you very much. Just to say thanks to the local trust, Grace and Khadija and everybody here. Thanks very much. It was a pleasure. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. That was amazing. Well, I know what a way to end our event. So there's just a couple of things I want to mention now. On your way out, there'll be a couple of goodies to pick up. I think people have already been grabbing their sapling trees that the Woodland Trust have kindly brought along with them to the event. If anyone hasn't got theirs yet, there's enough for one per area, so we've got some left. Get it on the way out. A couple of other things, if you've been making any crafts with Handmade Parade, lanterns, birds, fish, they're all ready for you to collect if you haven't already. What else have we got? There's also a couple of photo montages left in the corridor just behind us. So I think there's collections from Selby and Mablethorpe yet to get. So if you're still here, go and grab those. You can keep them, take them away with you. I think that's pretty much it. So the coaches should be arriving any minute. So if you're getting the train from Nottingham Station, they're ready to come and collect you. So yeah, I think that's everything. So thank you, everyone. It's been amazing.
Thank you.